Chronics in a bit somewhere. That's a big tune. Like right now, let us have a look at some of the top stories kwa magazeti, man. We'll start with the Daily Nation, actually. No. Let's start with the Standard. So the Standard mazeni story road carnage. So they're saying too little, too late. New laws to tame accidents. Gone too soon. Kenyatta University suspends lectures for 3 days to mourn 11 students who died in an accident on the day. Transport CS announced tough measures to rein in on road carnage, including bringing back NTSA to highways. Historical page 2. Now, let me take you to page 2. Let's see what's happening. The learning was suspended at Kenyatta University as institutions mourned 11 students killed in a tragic road crash along the Nairobi-Mombasa highway. This as Roads and Transport CS Kipchumba Murkomen urged motorists to exercise caution on the roads. Now, the Monday night accident involved the university bus and a truck. The bus was carrying students from the Department of Health, Management and Informatics when it crashed near Maungu Trading Center in Taita Taveta County. Deputy Vice Chair in charge of academics, Professor Waseke Wanjohi, alisema 11 students were critically injured and lifted to Nairobi for specialized treatment. Now, what are your thoughts, Mazema guys? Nini mbaya na mabarabara zetu? The thing is, every other government tumechekia au kuangana some sort of crackdown. They say, they're gonna try and do everything possible, at least kuleta some sense of sanity kwa barabara, but it just never works. Nini mbaya maze? All these measures, all ilikuwa na cheki transport CS alikuwa anasema they've formed a bureau to deal with accidents, a specific bureau, But I feel like we need to be asking ourselves some serious, deeper questions. Kwa sababu, actually, there's a time nilikuwa nabonga na guys. Akaniambia, Kev, you'll be so surprised. The drivers out here, kuna watu wanaendesha ma PSV. Like, wako na license, but hawakuenda hata hizi driving school. You understand? The people who are always drunk driving. Tusidanganyane, hata watu wa ndudhi, watu wa manganya, matatu, long distance drivers, hadi watu wa people who drive all these trailers. Right? Our road situation is bad, maze. Tunaka wase wa rookie sana, bro. Because when you go to certain countries, these things ni rumors. But in Kenya, somehow, there's like a death spirit on our highways, and this is just not good. But hold it right there. Tutendela na conversation in a bit. And then they're saying here, Shakahola. Families to get victims' bodies. Families whose loved ones perished in the Shakahola massacre will have to wait for at least 1 week to collect bodies. It emerged only 30 out of 429 bodies were identified through DNA tests. 13 kiasi manze. Yes, so this process has been ongoing for a very long time. Mina shanga kwa nini mekawia hivi yani. But importantly, I'm just maze. Mina nasend to healing energy to everyone that's been affected, people who lost their family members. Niko sure ni kuna trauma. Nilikuwa na chiki mgaya anasema uko hivyo Kilifi, yes, energy go down sana. People are so stressed. Kuna poverty, mob sana, abject poverty, and then now this thing ya Shakahola. Maze, I just hope pia watapata some sort of therapy. Yeah, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Imagine sasa now you have to go and rebury your family member. Okay, nifiti kumpatia decent send off, but after all these months, some even years, ni situation ingine iko down sana. And then I'm seeing here saying governors feel heat as leaders plot 2027 polls. County bosses are having a rough time from opponents who want to take a stab at the seat in the future. Mi hata sijali. Why are you worried? You're only worried kama hofanyi kazi kwa ground. Especially governors, MCA, all level of leadership, all levels. Yeah. Ukicheki watu wana heckle right in front of the president, they're heckling the governor. Yeah? Let me tell you, tumefika ile point yenye wa Kenya right now will just face you head on and tell you buda umekalia hii kitu. Yeah, you're very lazy, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. We kazi yako ni kukaa tu Nairobi there drinking and traveling. Right? Yeah, and I hope these things will actually reflect ikifika 2027. It'll reflect kwa ballot. Yeah, I just pray wa Kenya. I pray anyway that we are learning. They usually say the Kenyan voter is now educated. Ati the Kenyan voter imemramba sana sasa. Ako na awareness. He knows he has to do the right thing, which is voting the right leaders. I hope your narrative tumesikia sana, but this time around I really hope Kenyans, I'm just praying, especially young Kenyans, yes, just give your governor, your MP, your MCA, your senator, yeah, give them time to do what they have to do, hata kama ni president. But when it gets to that point of, na by then nikisema give them time, namaanisha You know, sometimes I feel like it's pointless to heckle at a leader kwa rally, to be honest. Yeah, wacha tu afanye mambo yake. Yeah, wacha tu afanye mambo yake. But ikifika ile day, the best way to show them your thoughts, kuonesha your dissatisfaction, vote them out. Yeah, Kenya say hatuna time, especially Africa. The direction this continent of ours is going, yeah, we need leaders who are going to do the work. We're wasting so much time. Africa unajua mupe na ngwambia bad man, yeah. We have to work harder than most continents out here, if not all. Things are so bad. We are a third world country, for goodness sake. We don't have time for siasa, sijui nini, watu kutupatia hapa hivi ma empty promises. We need leaders who put their heads down, fanya kazi, time yako ikiisha, patia another guy another chance. We keep it moving. All right, so when we come back, we'll see what's happening on the Daily Nation. Go grab yourself a Standard, a copy of the Standard for just 60 shillings. Quite affordable. 60 shillings. Tanzanian shillings, the 1,700 and 2,700 Ugandan shillings. Do remember, we are live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. That is at Vibes Radio KE. Na pia unaweza to get on www.vibesradio.co.ke. Twende kazi.
More vibes to keep you moving. Cheza ushinde. Mchezo mpya wa kushinda hela umewasili. Kuwa moja wa mamia ya washindi kila siku. Jishindie kuanzia 20,000. Ni rahisi. Deposit kuanzia 20 bob hadi 99 bob kwa paybill 145656 account number VB na unaweza kujishindia 300,000. Kumbuka, deposit kuanzia 20 bob hadi 99 bob kwa paybill 145656 account number VB na unaweza kujishindia 300,000. Draw na washindi kila hour. Uko tayari? Shinda sasa hivi. Imeidhinishwa na BCLB number 0000031 kwa walio na miaka 18 na zaidi. Sheria na masharti kutumika.
The much-awaited Safaricom Chapa Dimba Nairobi Regional Finals is finally here with us.
On the 16th and 17th of March, respectively, at the Dandora Stadium.
Come one, come all of us as we support our youths as they put their best foot forward and showcase their talent as never seen before.
And all you got to do is to join us every day on Vibes Radio on our breakfast show, drive show, and set piece show as we unveil the massive benefit that Safaricom Chapa Dimba inatuletea manze kwa ground. Visit www.chapadimba.safaricom.co.ke for more information. Cheza kama wewe na Safaricom Chapa Dimba.
Morning Vibes, where you are the MVP. No negative vibes. Where you are the MVP.